Hey guys, this is Naveen here. Welcome back to Naveen Automation Labs. So back to our Playwright framework series. We were talking about page object model with Playwright. So in this video, we are going to talk about how to integrate extend report with Playwright. So first, I'll give you one basic idea that how to add a custom listener, because we are going to use TestNG listener. If you remember that we are going to, if you see our Powered XML file, we have already used this particular TestNG listener over here. I mean, the TestNG library that we have already added. So extend report, a template will be given with respect to that listener, which will help me to generate a custom report, or I would say a HTML report. It will be generated. We just need to add one custom listener here. That's it. So just before that, I'll give you one basic idea that what do you mean by a listener. So TestNG provides a lot of listeners like reporting listener or retry logic, or and there are various other types of listeners are available which will help you to generate your own custom reporting. You can do that. For example, let's see if this is my iTest listener is available in TestNG, and then I'm going to create a class on top of it. That class will behave like a template listener for me. And this class is actually the child of, or I would say implementing this TestNG listener. So this is my, for example, this is my TestNG listener. I'll write TestNG listener. And this is my, for example, extend report listener. Okay, so I'll say, let's see, this is my extend report listener, which is actually the child of TestNG listener interface. And in this particular interface, there are various methods are available that on start, what do you want? On test failure, what do you want? On test pass, what exactly you want? Once the test is getting failed, I want to add a screenshot and all such things. So there are various template methods or prototype methods or abstract methods are available. Once these methods will be overridden by or implemented by the extend report listener class. Here we have to give the method body that once the test getting started, or once the test getting successfully done, or once the test is getting failed, what exactly you want. For example, once the test is getting failed, I want to attach the screenshot over here as well. So this logic we will be writing under this listener. Now to generate this listener, or to add the extend report logic, we need what? We need one extend report library. That is the external library that is not provided by Java or Playwright. So we have to use extend report library. That library we are going to use 5.x version that we are going to use it here. Okay, and then once the listener is added, what exactly we will do? We will add this listener in our testng.xml file. So for example, let's see if you have this particular testng.xml file. In this testng.xml file, we will add one listener tag here. So we will talk about this listener tag here as well. In this particular listener tag, we just need to add this extend report a listener tag that we have to add it here. And then once this listener tag is added, that's it. We will try to run this particular XML file, and then we will see the report is coming or not. Okay, so let's see, for example, this is your testng.xml file. And then we will try to run it. And then this listener will be activated in the background. And this listener will keep checking how many test cases got passed, failed, and everything. And then finally, it will generate a very good HTML report over here. So we will see one HTML report here like that, where it's having its own look and feel and how many test cases got passed, fail, any exception for failure test cases. It will generate the screenshot and all such things. It will give you the dashboard kind of features over here like that. So this is my HTML report will be created here, right? So this is a basic overview. This is what we are going to do it over here. So we will run it, this guy, and then it will generate the report here. And then this extend report listener entry should be available in your testng.xml file. So without stng, we cannot use that. Okay. So to generate this listener, we have to add, first of all, that, I mean, to create this listener, we have to add this extend report listener library 5.x version. So I have already added it over here. You can see that this dependency we have to add. This is one extend report listener, and the version I have maintained over here 5.0.8. You can maintain this version directly over here as well, but I have created a dollar variable, and this variable means the property name that I have given over here. This property means a variable that I have created or property that I have created. If you want to access that property, you just need to use dollar and the property name here. Okay, that is fine. LR report also we will see in the next chapter. So meanwhile, I'm just going to remove it from here. That's it. After that, what you have to do, you have to add a listener over here. So one listener that I'm already having it. See, this is the listener template that I have already created. It's not mandatory to learn about each and everything about this listener. I'll do one thing. I'll just copy paste this listener, and here you can see that this listener is actually implementing iTest listener. So let me do one thing. Let me add this entire listener. I'll go back and then somewhere listener entry, it has to be created over here. So see this is the listener package that I have created. And this is my listener class that I have created over here. So I'll just open this particular listener.java. And here you can see that extend report listener is implementing iTest listener. Right now, there are a couple of information that I have provided here. Here you can see that first of all, you can give any name, my extend report listener or open card extend report listener or app report listener or whatever, but it should implement iTest listener. And this listener is actually coming from TestNG, right? Now, there are a couple of configuration you can do that, like the report will be generated under which folder? Report will be generated under build folder. What will be the file name, the report.html file name? Let's see, for example, execution report.html file. You can give any name. So this dot and forward slash means under the root project. It means under the root of the project here, build folder will be generated and this report will be generated. The file name will be .html there. And then I'm using the ExtentReport libraries and everything. And here you can see that all the imports are coming from the ExtentReport libraries. Right now, see this carefully. I'll show you this import, static import also. And then this is the initialize method that I have created. It means whenever you want to generate the extend report, these are the couple of initializations that I want to do that. For example, what will be your report name like this? So set report name, you can do that. And then what is the system you're using? Who is the author name, build number, team, or customer name, or anything that you can add it over here. So you can add these number of lines multiple times with the help of any key and value you can add it here. Okay, and then see, these are the overridden methods. So these methods are actually defined under iTest listener. If you go there, see, this is the interface, and we know that in interface you cannot have the method a body. So here you can see on test start, only method declaration is there. So that's why we have to implement those methods here. So that's why we have to override these methods, and then you decide what exactly you want. So let's say if I say that, okay, once the entire execution is start, I say, okay, fine, test suite started. I don't want to do anything. I just simply print it on the console. Then once the actual test is getting started, using the iTest listener result object, I'm capturing the information about that particular test and then assigning the category, like this particular test method is coming from which class. So before that, I'm just using the this particular result. I'm capturing the method name and then I'm capturing its class name, and then I'm just assigning over here. So you don't need to remember this code, guys. You just ignore it. And then I'm saying that, okay, yeah, this is a start time. I'm also going to add it over here with the help of test object reference. This test object reference is actually created with the extend report thread local. Why thread local? Because we really want a local copy of extend report for each and every execution so that it will not impact the report in case of parallel execution. And then after that, once the test is successfully done, then I simply say, okay, fine, test got passed, and then end milliseconds means like end the test particular test, and then result that on test is started. This is the start time and this is the end time. So how much time this particular test took to execute that. Once the test is getting failed, now see this carefully. We really want that once the test is getting failed, we want to generate a screenshot also, or we want to attach in a screenshot. So who will take the screenshot? So screenshot will be taken by Playwright. It cannot be taken by Java or TestNG. Playwright has to take the screenshot. So what we have to do here, see, we have to create one method. Let's see, take a screenshot method that I have created in my Playwright factory.java, if you remember. And here, what exactly simple code that I have written, path is equal to get property user.dir. It means go to the project directory, generate one screenshot folder, and I always want to create a new name here of the screenshot. For example, let's see, take the current time in milliseconds and then .png or .jpg file. So this is a path I want to create. And if you remember in Playwright sessions, we covered that how to take the screenshot. So in order to take the screenshot, you have to use this screenshot method, and then a full page screenshot must be true over here. You just need to write this particular code. And then what is this get page method? The get page method is actually coming from here, from the Playwright factory.java. This is the get page. This will give you the page class reference. And then once, generally we write page.screenshot, but we are using thread local page here that we have already covered in last to last chapter. Take the screenshot and then return the path. So what exactly this method will do? This method will take the screenshot and it will store it over here and then generate the screenshot, and then I'm going to return the path. And the exactly same path is being used by this method over here, create a screen capture from path. Here you can see media entity builder. This is coming from ExtentReport. This class having one method, create a screen capture from path. It's saying you take the screenshot, how exactly you're taking it, it's your problem. You just need to give me the path of that particular screenshot. So that's why we are calling that particular method, take a screenshot method from here. And then I'm making this guy static so that I can use it directly anywhere. So that's why if you see that, either you can use the class name dot method name also, because that's a static method, or you can do an import static also. This is called a static import. I'm saying, okay, fine, you go to this particular Playwright factory, there is one method, take a screenshot, a static method is there, because static method, they always part of the class body directly and then do an import over here. So I'm using this particular take a screenshot method directly here. Perfect. Same thing in case of skip test cases, take a screenshot. Tomorrow, if your manager says, okay, no, you have to take the screenshot for each and every step, what you can do, you can just make this guy enabled over here. That's it. Okay. Because generally, I don't want to take the screenshot for each and every successful test case. Then you can just enable this line. Otherwise, you can just disable that line. That's it. And then test escape, test failure, test success. This is the listener is ready now. You don't need to understand each and every line of this particular code, because this is out of, I would say, out of scope for your learning, and you don't need to spend time because this template is already available. I have already created, I'll share this template in my GitHub page also, and that's it. Okay, so as per the diagram that I told you, listener is ready, TestNG listener, we are using it. And now this ExtentReport, the custom listener that we are using it, we just need to make an entry over here in the testng.xml file. So what we have to do now, we will go to the testng regression.xml here, and then we just need to add a listener entry here. How will you add it? See, I'm already having one listener. See this. This is the listener entry that you have to add it here. And here you can see this is the listener tag. Listeners started here, listeners ended over here. And let me just show you directly here. You just need to tell where exactly the class is available, the listener class is available. So you need to write com.qa.opencart listeners package. And this is the class name that you have created, this ExtentReport listener.java that we have created under this particular package under src main Java. Exactly same path you have to give under your XML file. Here you can see com.qa opencart listeners.extentReport listener. Perfect. Thread count equal to 2, parallel equal to test. So what will happen when you run this particular XML file? It will generate what? It will generate the report. And let's see, the report is coming where? It will automatically create one build folder under the root of the project. And this file should be there. So shall we run it? Let's see, is it working or not? So I'm going to right click on it and then simple run as testng suite. Here you can see that, yeah, 2 Chrome browsers are getting executed. You can see that, yeah. And once the test cases are done, all the test cases got passed. Here you can see 8 test cases, 0 got failed. Here you can see all the test cases got passed over here. And now I'm going to refresh this particular project, right click on it and go to refresh. When you refresh it, see, can you see the build folder got generated here? Can you see that same build folder? And this is the report.html file is there. Now right click on it. Let's see this report is coming properly or not. Go to properties, copy the exact path of this particular report, go to your favorite browser or anywhere, or any browser, you can just open that. For example, let's say I'm going to open that and then paste it here. Now you can see the proper report is coming here. You can see that August 9, 2 o'clock. You can see 2/3/35 p.m. we executed that. Same reporter name is coming. The title is also coming, same thing. And here you can see all the test cases are absolutely working fine. Test got passed, passed, like that. And it's giving the timestamp and then category and everything is coming. You can see the graph also. Whatever the information that we were passing, same information is getting displayed here as well. See, I'm talking about this information. You can see system Mac, author Naveen, AutomationLabs, build 1.1. Same thing. If you really want to add more and more environment variables, you can add it. This is the class-wise, category-wise test cases also written over here. Overall, 8 test cases are there. In login, we have 3 test cases. Homepage, we have 5 test cases. And this is the timeline that how much time the specific test took to execute. Okay. And this is the category-wise test is getting displayed here. Now I'll do one thing. I'll deliberately make some test failure so that we can see is it really working or not. So like a screenshot is coming or not. So I'll do one thing. I'll go to my, for example, let's say homepage test, and or let's say go to login page test. We will make one test failure. For example, let's say forgot password link. I'll deliberately change forgot password 1 over here so that the locator will be okay, won't be visible, element won't be visible, and then Playwright will throw the exception, or the test should be failed over here, right? Now let's run it and let's see. So run as a test ng, and one test, the forgot password link text should be failed, and then it should take the screenshot. So here you can see, yeah, it's all good. Now you can see one test got failed, and where exactly the screenshot will be created as we created this method, the screenshot should be created over here. You can see, go to the project directory. So user.dir means system.getProperty, user.dir means go to the project directory, generate one screenshot folder, and then create one PNG file. Shall we see that? So let's see. So you right click on it and go to refresh. And here you can see a screenshot folder got created under the project directory. Open that, and with the latest current time stamp, the .png file is created. And here you can see the screenshot here, right? For the forgot password. You can take the screenshot for the specific element also if you want to take that, but I'm taking the screenshot for the entire page. But let's see, is it happening and it's attaching the screenshot in the ExtentReport or not? So I'm going to refresh this page once again. One test got failed, and see the screenshot got attached over here. That's absolutely working fine. And here you can see forgot password link test got failed over here because of this assertion error. And then you can see this is the assertion error that we are getting it. Right? So this is absolutely working fine. It's coming from the login page test from this particular suite name. And this is the thing. So if you really want to add more and more information about that particular failure reason, you can add it, that we can customize it later on. Okay, so this is also fine. Now I'll do one thing. I'll go back to my ExtentReport listener, and I want to generate the screenshot for each and every test method in case of success also. So I'm just going to uncomment this line as well. It means whenever the test is getting successful, please generate the screenshot. So let's see, I'm going to run it again and run as testng. Let's see this is working fine or not. This is what other automation tools which are available. They generate the screenshot by default for each and everything. And if you really want to make it enable, you can make it like that with the flag. Okay, so now you can see again, one is getting failed out of 8. I'll come back here and then let's see. See now for each and every thing, it's creating a screenshot. That's so nice. See, this is what the search test. This is what we searched for the MacBook, and it's displayed over here with the proper screenshot. See, this is now we search for the iMac. This is for the again app login test after login. All these account information displayed or not. We were checking it. This is again search test with some other, let's say Samsung. This is also getting displayed here like that. So this is what, guys, absolutely working fine here. See, this is a home page title test. That is what we are checking after login. So you can generate a screenshot like this also. Okay, so this is up to you how exactly you want to maintain. If you don't want to maintain, you can just comment this line. Otherwise, you can maintain a flag here, and you can maintain one properties file inside the config.properties that screenshot for each step. If it is yes, then only you have to take the screenshot. Otherwise, you can make it false also. I mean, otherwise you can ignore that. Perfect. So I'll do one thing. I'll just push this particular code. So let me push that code as well. So we will go to the Playwright POM series. Let me just clear the console. I'm already in this particular directory. I'll quickly check the status. Yeah, number of things got changed. New file got added. So I'll just add complete things here. And then I'm writing git commit -m. I'm writing added ExtentReport listener. Okay, added ExtentReport listener code. Before that, I'll do one thing. I can add the ignore git ignore file also, but see, unnecessary. There are dummy folders. I don't want to push those codes. So let me just delete these screenshots and unnecessary folders. See the test output folder also. I don't want to check in, or I don't want to push. Later on, I'll add the .git ignore file also, and I'll add these entries as well there. Okay, so I'll do one thing. Let me just git commit -m. Let's see. Okay, so commit is done. And let me check Git status once again. Okay, I'll do one thing. Let me add this thing, git commit, and now let me push the code once again. Perfect. So it got pushed, and you can see the repository is available. You can go and then take a latest clone of this project, and then entire thing is already available here. Okay, yeah, git ignore file is already there. I've already removed the LAR result, screenshot, and all such things. So that's perfectly fine. That's why it was not able to pushing while checking the status. It was giving that, okay, yeah, these files are already ignored. And here you can see the ExtentReport listener code is available. Just need to go to test here and then open card and then go to test and then, go to src main Java, open card and the listeners entry and then ExtentReport listener.java available here. So we are using latest ExtentReport 5.x version. Start using it and let me know in case of any issues. In the next video, I'll tell you how to integrate with the LAR report as well. So that's all for this particular video, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care and God bless you all.